This is a quick and dirty look at Excel type spreadsheets for someone who needs a review or as orientation for somebody who's just starting out with these. As you can see, we have a row of letters across the top, and we have a column of numbers over here. These are the cell reference numbers. I've already entered some data into this particular spreadsheet. There's a group of names in this particular column. These are some students, and here's some test data, test 1, 2, and 3, and we want to calculate the student averages. Now, if I highlight this particular cell, you can see one more aspect of the Excel spreadsheets, which is an edit bar here at the top. You can also see the highlights here. This cell is D15, and the program is also aware of the column and the row headings, so it's aware that this particular cell D15 belongs to Carl and to test 2. Now what we want to do here is to calculate a student average. So we're going to highlight this particular cell, and we're going to press the equal sign. That tells the program that we're about to enter a formula. So first we click on this particular cell, which is C13, then the plus sign, then the next cell, which is D13, then the plus sign, then the last cell, E13, and we're going to enter a division symbol, which is the slash mark, and of course the number 3, which is the number of units, and we're pressing enter. Now what that's done so far is to calculate the number 172.3333, and obviously that's not the average. So we're going to highlight here, and we need to come up here and put in some parentheses to get the algebra properly done. Okay, now if we press enter, we have our student average. Now we can repeat this process easily by highlighting this cell, coming up to edit and clicking copy, and you'll see now that the highlight of the cell has got these little dashed lines around it. So we're going to highlight the remaining cells where we want this formula and come back up here to edit and paste. Now you can see that it's repeated the average for each one of these cells. If I click down here, you'll see that it has updated each one of the cell and row informations in the formula. Now one more thing, and that's you'll notice that some of these are out to 6 decimal places. Well, we can fix that by highlighting this entire column by clicking on F, right-clicking, formatting cells, and switching this from the general category to the number, and then setting the number of decimal places, which is the default is 2, and we'll use that. And there you can see now our numbers are properly formatted. Now there's an easier way to do it if you're working with a large number of numbers. We come down here for the class average. We don't really want to have to enter in all 6 of these numbers. We can come up here instead and use the function button up here in the corner. We can also reach this through the insert menu, but we're going to click on function, and that brings up our formula builder, and we can double click average, and it's drawn a blue box now around around 7 different cells, essentially all the cells that are above there. Well, we really only want these 6. We don't want to enter in this empty frame that we left. So let's come up here and edit this, press enter, and there's our class average. We can also do standard deviations and a lot of other functions in the formula builder. We're just going to, for this lesson, stick with the class average. Let's get rid of that. Now we need to copy this like we did before. So we're going to click on the cell. We're going to come up here to edit, copy. Now we want to get inside the cell there, and we're just going to right click. Well, we'll go to edit and paste. Now you'll notice again it's calculated some of these to 6 decimal places. So we highlight the entire row, go to format cells and number. Okay, and that's all of our class averages. Now if we were to convert this into a database is really just a group of spreadsheets. This is 2-dimensional data. Of course, we have one dimension, which is our columns, and another dimension, which is our rows. If we were to convert this into a like an Access type database, um, the row names, the names columns are going to be the record. So each one of these is going to be an individual record, and each one of these on the row headings are going to be the field names. Okay, so when we, in a later lesson, I'll show you how to convert this into a database. Now, one more very important function. Um, well, first of all, you can also change the dimensions if we want to move our spreadsheets around a little bit. We can change these dimensions to do formatting, and we can also, there's other functions for cleaning up our spreadsheet and making it look better. But one of the most important functions, and that's graphing. If we take and highlight all of our data here, we can go up to Insert, Chart, and that brings up a variety of different charts that we can use. And if we'll just click on this one, and you can see it automatically plots all of our data. Here's our students, and here's their individual tests, and we can have a very nice graphical view. We can also go in and insert other information to make the graph cleaner, and of course we can print the graph as well as use it in other formulas.